I wrote a little poem for this episode. Rice is life, as so many of us say, but 23 times rice is special in a different kind of way. So keep your eyes peeled for dishes you know, and some you may not, on this special rice show. Snaps, snaps, snaps. So before we get into our rice dishes, let's get comfortable and talk about the sponsor for today's episode, Bombas. Ta-ding! Bombas sells some of my favorite socks and slippers that are on the market. They have tons of different designs from ankle socks to calf socks, and they don't have any of those annoying toe seams, which can be something that really gets on my nerve when it comes to socks. Their slippers are plush and fuzzy and feel so comfortable and have little grippies on the bottom so you don't slip around when you're walking on your floors. In homeless shelters, socks, t-shirts, and underwear are the most requested items, and for every one of those bought at Bombas, they donate one in return. So now that it's 2025 and you're looking for a great gift idea for somebody or perhaps yourself, look at Bombas, the most comfortable socks and slippers, I think, in the world. You can use my code BERYL20 at checkout to get 20% off your first order. The link is in the description.
Hey Beryl, I'm Anu and I live in New York City. I'm originally from Tamil Nadu in the southern part of India. The comfort food that I'm sharing today is called Rasam, specifically Rasam rice. Rasam is a tangy, spicy tomato lentil soup flavored with tamarind, mustard seeds, and curry leaves. It's usually served hot, but you can drink it on its own or over steamed rice and ghee, which is my favorite way of eating it. I love this dish because it's perfect anytime and anywhere. I especially love it when it's a cold or rainy day or when I'm feeling a little under the weather. To me, it's like a hug in a bowl.
Yeah, this is so good. It's tomatoey, but because this is an Indian spice dish, there's so much flavor going on, so it doesn't just feel like a tomato soup. If you like tomato-based dishes, like this is a beautiful and easy dish to replicate.
Hi, my name is Ratri and I'm from Yogyakarta, Indonesia. My comfort food is bubur ketan hitam. It tastes sweet and savory at the same time. The porridge or the bubur is from dark glutinous rice cooked with sugar for a couple hours. And the soup or the kuah santan is from coconut milk cooked with salt, sugar, and pandan leaves. So it tastes savory and has a really nice smell. I chose this because it's just a very simple dessert, but it has a very wonderful taste and texture.
I'm not even kidding, I think this might be the best rice pudding I've ever had. This just tastes like coconut milk and vanilla, and honestly adding the crunchy almonds and sesame seeds on top gives a little bit of crunch to the soft rice and the pudding-like texture.
Hi Beryl, my name's Siri. My family's originally from Thailand. The dish that I want to tell you about is called khao man gai, which kind of translates to rice with chicken fat. It's based on Hainanese chicken, but with a Thai twist. So the dish is made of poached chicken, and the stock that you use to poach the chicken is then used to make rice, and also a broth to accompany the main dish. The thing I love the most about the khao man gai though is the sauce. It's a pungent, powerful, strong sauce that when you have it with that delicately flavoured chicken and the mild broth is so nice.
Chicken rice sauce. Oh my god. Not to quote Guy Fieri, but I'm on my way to Flavortown, baby. I want to put the sauce on the rice. I also like that you cooked the rice with the broth from the chicken that you boiled. It kind of this whole dish is made from itself. And I think that that's really cool.
Hello everybody, my name is Nayika and I am originally from Haiti. The dish that I'm so excited to share with you all today is a Haitian dish called dili jonjo, or in English, black mushroom rice. Dili jonjo is a specialty rice in Haiti made with the jonjo mushroom. Many people usually add lima beans or green peas to this dish to give it some extra texture. It is a savory dish that is often served with seafood or meat sauces. The jonjo mushroom is found in northern Haiti and grows during the rainy season. The mushrooms are used to give the rice its iconic black color. Di Jonja is a dish that all Haitians know and love. Jonja is a rare delicacy and is therefore usually reserved for parties and celebrations. One of my favorite ways to enjoy Di Jonja is alongside a spicy cabbage slaw called pickles.
It is so interesting that this, I know, is white rice and it just looks like black forbidden rice. The individual grains of rice here have so much flavor, and I mean that has to be from this mushroom. I could see how with a meat dish, this rice would be so good because the flavor of the rice would blend really well with some sort of savory sauce and meat.
Hello, Beryl and everyone. My name is Nina. The dish I want to share with you all is called al-balu polo, and it's from my mom's homeland of Iran. Al-balu means sour cherries and polo means cooked rice. It's the perfect marriage of sweet and sour, and it's very delicious. Give al-balu polo a try. A totally unexpected taste from the red vibrancy of the cherries, and give it a try. I hope all of you will enjoy it.
I love it. There is this combo of sweet and sour, and the saffron in the rice is awesome. I like the cherries. It's honestly an incredibly simple dish to make. It tastes super special. It definitely is cherry forward. Overall, it's a win.
Hi Beryl, my name is Shareffa and I'm from the little red dot called Singapore. The dish I want to share with you all today is called nasi telur kicap in Bahasa Melayu. In English, it directly translates to rice, egg, soy sauce, and all you need are those 3 ingredients. Nasi telur kicap is simply made with fresh or leftover white rice, a fried sunny side up egg, and then it's drizzled on top with kicap manis, a thick sweet soy sauce. You must make sure that the soy sauce is a thick sweet soy sauce. The dish is not the most aesthetic looking dish, but it's perfect for a quick lazy meal, and it's what I think of when it comes to comfort food.
Wow. I love all these new sauces that I'm learning from you all. This sweet soy sauce is definitely sweet. It's got this like salty umami sweetness. It's so different from anything I've ever had, and I love it.
My name is Frida. I live in Jakarta, Indonesia. Today, I'd like to share the menu on my lazy days. It's the chicken rice. Not the usual chicken rice, but it's fried chicken rice cooker hack. This thing went viral on the internet last year, and it's originally from Japan. You can use any kind of fried chicken you like, and the idea is to absorb the fried chicken flavor to the rice. Super easy to bake. I like the familiar smell. This is perfect.
Oh my god, this is legitimate. Wow, the rice is so flavorful. This is like the most luxurious 12-minute meal of my entire life.
Hi, I'm Alex. I'm originally from China. The mango dish I would like you to try is called Bingjiang mango rice milkshake or mango rice smoothie. It looks like a regular mango smoothies, but the twist here is adds cooked the gluten rice. It is a street style dessert found in southwestern province called Huizhou. I get to know this food when I traveled there when I was a child.
That is thick. This also doesn't feel like a shake because there's no milk in it. It feels like a really thick mango pulp juice drink, but then the sticky rice has like a little bit of an earthy flavor to it.
Hey there, my name is Edward Gook. I live in Limassol, Cyprus. My favorite dish on a cold wintry night has to be fajji, and it's this super lovely like lentil stew with rice, and it's just so good. A grey, dull day is the day for me to enjoy a bowl of fajji. The dish tastes like it has a lovely citrusy kind of feel because of the lemon juice. It has this richness from the olive oil, but also this earthy notes from the lentils and rice. And then you have yogurt, and it's just a really nice mouthfeel, but also, of course, it's all the kind of the memories and the feelings that come with this dish.
Ooh, got like a lemony kick there. Makes your whole mouth kind of like smile. It is so comforting. It's a carb bomb, which is something you definitely want in the winter. I love it. And like the lemon does, it like brightens the whole thing. And it just makes it like,
Hi Beryl, my name is Mai. I was born and raised in Vietnam. The dish I want to share with you today is called tomato rice, which is exactly how it sounds like. It is a whole tomato that you cooked with rice as the rice is cooking. Better yet, if you have a rice cooker, you just put the whole tomato in the rice cooker, let it do its thing, and that's it. And what happens is when the tomato is cooked with the rice as the rice is cooking, it turns really plump, and you would get a paddle which is smash that tomato in with the rice, so you end up with some sort of tomato sauce coats around the rice. If you're really lazy like I was sometimes, I would just crack it in like a raw egg in the rice cooker when the rice is still hot, and just mix it up, let it sit for like 5 minutes, so the egg will be like cooked, and you would have some sort of carbonara like sauce with your rice. It's so delicious.
Oh, it's so good. I should have put more fish sauce in. Ugh, I knew I was being tender with it. And mixing the egg in there, like the egg kind of helped bind the rice more as well. It just like, it's like creamy and it's warm and it's thick. And I just like love thick rice like this. This is a win, 100%, this is a win.
Hi Beryl, my name's Joanna. My family originates from Crete in Vi-Nha, Crete. The one pot meal I'd like to share with you is a Greek dish called Spinach, which basically translates to spinach and rice. The simple rice dish is great as a main or served as a side. It's bursting with flavors, it's rich herb-infused tomato-based sauce, the textured rice, a little zing from the lemon juice, and nutrients from the spinach. We often make this during Lent. This dish brings back happy memories of my family all sitting around the dining table at my grandparents' house during a cold winter's night with a table full of a variety of food and my yaya's freshly homemade bread. It's an easy, quick and cheap dish to make that use very little ingredients. Spinach reflects the historical, agricultural and dietary practices of the Greeks dating back centuries, and a symbol of Greek identity representing the rich history and love of food.
There's this combination flavor of the spinach and the tomato, and then because I put a little bit of salty Greek feta on top, this is delicious. I love the texture of the rice in this. It's kind of a little bit wet still, but it's not gloppy at all.
Hi Beryl, my name is Leslie. My family is from the country of Laos. The dish I want to share with you today is called Nam Khao, or crispy rice salad. Nam Khao is prepared by crumbling up fried jasmine rice balls that have been seasoned with red curry paste, eggs, sugar, kaffir lime leaves, and shredded coconut. Nam Khao is finished off by mixing in fish sauce, lime juice, salt, cured pork, pork skin, cilantro, green onions, and roasted peanuts. This dish can be served by itself, but it's typically served as a lettuce wrap with added fried peppers. It's savory, spicy, sweet, crispy, tangy, and even though the rice has been fried and then crumbled, it still feels fresh and aromatic because of the fresh herbs that have been added in. Rice is an important part of the Lao culture. Growing up, I had sticky rice and jasmine rice with every meal. My parents would always say that if we don't have rice with our meals, then we wouldn't remain full after we finished eating.
There are so many things in here that I have never tried, and I'm excited to give this a go. Are you freaking kidding? I don't say this lightly, but I think this might be one of the best dishes I have ever made on this channel. Everything is just coming together to make like something where my taste buds are dancing.
Hi Beryl, my name is Morwarid and I live in the Netherlands, but I'm originally from Afghanistan. And the dish that I want to share with you is called Kabuli Palau, the national dish of Afghanistan. It's made with sela rice, a type of extra long grain basmati rice. This fluffy rice is combined with tender lamb or beef, caramelized carrots, raisins, and char masala, a fragrant spice blend consisting of cumin, cardamom, cinnamon, and clove. The dish is often garnished with pistachios and almonds. What I love most about Kabuli Palau is its richness in flavor. It's hearty, it's filling, and it can easily stand on its own. as a complete meal. Rice plays an important role in Afghan cuisine, where a meal is never complete without it. It's not only used as a staple side dish, but also is often the star of the dish, like in the case of Kabuli Palau. While I may not be able to physically travel to Afghanistan, cooking Afghan food like Kabuli Palau brings me closer to my roots, connecting me to the homeland that I may never visit.
The carrots and the raisins elevate this dish to another level. The lamb is super savory, and the rice actually has a ton of flavor from the onions, probably from that sugar water, from the spice that we put on it, from what else did I put in there? The lamb broth. There's a lot going on in here, and I wasn't sure how it was all gonna come together in the end, but like, yum.
Hi Beryl, I'm Cristian from the Philippines. Champorado is a sweet chocolate porridge. It is served with milk on top. Now, champorado experience is not complete without fried tuyo, a sun-dried salt-cured herring. Champorado is a delightful blend of Filipino and Mexican influences dating back to the Spanish occupation. Filipino champorado uses glutinous rice and is served as a hearty meal. This is one of those recipes that stood the test of time.
Now that's delicious. It's not too sweet. The dark chocolate really comes through. The glutinous rice has a little bit of chewiness to it, which I always love. That's good. I'll be darned.
Hi Beryl, my name is Rafaela and I'm originally from Venezuela but now I live in Mexico. So today I'm going to be talking about chicha de arroz con piña, which would translate into cooked pineapple and rice string. And if you've never had chicha before, chicha is basically a cereal smoothie that is served very cold. Chicha was a drink that was pre-Hispanic before what used to happen, at least in some of the states in our country, because we are a multicultural country, we're very mixed, so we have influence from everywhere. We use rice and we also use oatmeal. You could use also barley. My drink is very simple to make. The ingredients are pineapple peels, whatever you're gonna discard from your pineapple when you clean it out, and rice, sugar, and some spices. It's very hard to mess up. We all have rice at home, and give it a try. I don't think you're gonna regret it. And if you have children, I'm pretty sure they're gonna like it too.
Oh, she's thick. The texture is like, it's like a very thick smoothie. And maybe I could have added more water to it. This is so comforting. I think that you can taste the rice. The pineapple reminds me of a pina colada. The drink is sweet for sure, but definitely not too sweet.
Hi, my name is Nihal. I am a lawyer. I'm from Kerala, India. The dish that I want to talk about is pidi and varataracha kodi curry, which loosely translates to rice dumplings and coconut roast and ground chicken curry. This dish is a traditional recipe of the Syriac Christian community in Kerala. And even though I'm not Christian, the rice dumplings are flavored with coconut, cumin, shallots and garlic, and also cooked in coconut milk. The condiment to the pidi, that is the chicken curry, is a particular recipe that is made for the pidi itself. I like this dish because it is extremely tasty, it's flavorful, it's rich, it's creamy, as well as it's festive. This is the ultimate kind of Kerala cooking where it uses 5 kinds of coconut. Pidi is not a very common dish across Kerala. It is traditionally seen in traditional households. It's not a very famous dish. The rice undergoes such a vigorous process of powdering, wetting, roasting, kneading, and finally being cooked in coconut milk, which makes it extremely tasty.
Whoa. That is beautiful, coconutty. The rice dumpling itself has really nice texture. Look, I've never had this dish before, but I'm finding it to be absolutely delicious and I love the texture. So different from anything I've ever had. I love it.
Hi Beryl, my name is Cristian and I'm from Milan in Italy. The dish I want to talk about is borlotti beans risotto, or risotto coi fagioli borlotti. It's a savory and creamy dish of rice that is cooked with a butter and onion soffritto and then beans and sausage, and then braised by adding a couple of ladles of broth at a time and stirring. This makes the rice absorb the taste of the other ingredients and release its starch to create a soft, smooth cream that covers everything and gives risotto its classic rich taste and texture. Therefore, the key ingredient for risotto is the rice. You need a short grain starchy variety like arborio, carnaroli, roma or violone nano. The second ingredient is borlotti beans, which is a medium-sized variety of beans with whitish or light tan skin with purple streaks that is commonly grown around here. I think they might be called cranberry beans abroad. And the final ingredient is riganega, which is a classical northern Italian pork sausage that is soft, fresh and very minimally seasoned. The result is a rustic yet rich tasting and hearty comfort food that is perfect for the cold season. Risotto as a rice cooking technique originates from northern Italy, but nowadays it's common in the whole country. This specific variety of risotto with beans and sausage has very humble origins and roots in the rural tradition.
Wow, that's rich. You can taste all of the broth and the cheese on top of it. It is so creamy, and the sausage is nice in there. I feel like it makes the dish very rounded. Risotto is definitely one of those dishes, when you get it at a restaurant, you're always like, oh yeah, risotto. But when you make it, you're like, oh, risotto. Cook already.
Hey everyone, my name is Debilee. I'm originally from New York City, now living in Nashville, Tennessee, and of Puerto Rican descent. Today, the dish I would like to share with you is my grandmother's recipe for arroz con gandules. Arroz con gandules is the national dish of Puerto Rico and a staple in many Puerto Rican homes. It is characterized by its golden yellow color, which comes from annatto seeds, tender pigeon peas, sofrito, as well as a unique blend of spices. Together, it creates a very flavorful and balanced meal, and anywhere you'll find Puerto Ricans, you'll probably find arroz con gandules. I like this dish because it represents Puerto Rico's unique blend of influences. It combines Spanish rice, African annatto, and the Puerto Rican native culantro into one harmonious dish. And the ingredients don't overpower one another. They work together beautifully to create a comforting and memorable meal.
Oh, that was a big bite. Ooh, there is so much flavor in this. I love this so much. The beans and the rice are such a great combo in this. Even though they're both soft, there's still a little bit of texture on the beans, so they pop a little bit in your mouth. This is not some basic beans and rice that you get on the side. This is a whole meal within itself.
Hi Beryl, my name is T. I live in Melbourne. My family are originally from Vietnam. The dish that I would like to talk about today is called soi do dang, sticky rice with black beans. Soi do dang is glutinous sticky rice that is steamed with coconut milk and beans. It is then topped with shaved coconut and sprinkled with sweet and salty toasted sesame seeds and crushed peanuts. It is both a savoury and sweet dish. It has a lot of fun, textural elements that all come together at the end. It is the textural component that I enjoy. I love the crunchiness of the toppings, but also the richness that the coconut milk lends to the sticky rice and the beans as well. I feel like Vietnamese people are quite versatile with the ingredients that they're given. With the abundance of coconut, beans and rice, they're able to transform such simple ingredients into hearty dishes that are quite sustaining and affordable.
I love it. I absolutely love it. I would never have thought to put sticky rice and black beans together. The peanut and sesame topping with a little bit of sugar and the coconut, it is the perfect amount of sweetness. I am so surprised by this dish because I didn't really know where I was going. While I was making it the whole time, I was like, I don't know where I'm going with this. I don't know what I'm doing. But I definitely got there.
My name is Vi-Nha and I'm tuning in from Burnaby. Today I want to talk about this dish called chicken and rice porridge. It's a Korean dish and the Korean name is dakjuk. So dakjuk is this hearty, wholesome bowl of rice porridge made from chicken soup that had been cooking on the stove for a while. It just melts on your tongue. This is the perfect dish for when you need some warm comfort or if you're hit with a seasonal cold. The flavors aren't so harsh so that they're overwhelming you, especially if you're feeling a little bit under the weather. It doesn't take a lot of work to make, just a bit of time. All you gotta do is add everything into a big pot and wait. Relax while you do it. I grew up in a Vietnamese family and rice porridge is the go-to comfort food to regain your strength. Making someone rice porridge is our love language. It's like giving someone a really big hug, but you give it to them in a bowl of food.
Wow, the garlic. You would think that it would be really garlicky, but it's not. It's like perfectly garlicky. And the rice is mushy in this beautiful, perfect way where it feels like silk almost in your mouth. Clean Plate Club. I love it. So delicious. Sick or not sick. This is definitely something that I really recommend trying because of its simplicity and deliciousity.
Hi Beryl, my name's Katie. I'm originally from Delaware, but now I live in Brooklyn, New York in the United States. And this is my mom, Signy. The dish that we want to talk to you about today is my obasan's fried rice.
My mother, she's from Japan, and my dad met her when he was in the military. He married her and brought her to the United States.
So how would you describe the Spam fried rice dish, which everybody in our family calls it obasan's fried rice?
Delicious. What makes it is the rice. You have to use sticky rice.
I think one of the other really good parts of the dish is the really crispy edges of the Spam because you saute them first. It's got the savory flavor of the soy sauce, and of course it's got slightly scrambled egg poured over it and kind of cooks in there with the rice. Like our family, we have it every Christmas, which is not, I guess, what you would think of a typical Christmas food. We also have a lot of other things that are a bit unusual at Christmas, but it goes well with a lot of different things. So our family is part Japanese. So we have, although we live in the United States, we have this Japanese heritage that influences some of the things that we eat, including this dish. But we don't in any way claim for it to be some kind of authentic Japanese fried rice. We don't know. So my grandmother made obasan.
Oh my gosh. It is the perfect blend of salty and ricey. Like the ratio of Spam to egg to rice is perfect. First time, huh? I could put this down. Katie, my compliments to your grandmother. Her recipe is perfection.
Senbeno, my name is Uyanga, and I'm currently living in Washington, D.C., but I'm originally from Mongolia. My favorite way to have tea is Mongolian milk tea with rice. We call it botata sutete. Botata sutete is made with black tea, milk, lamb tail fat, or if you can't find it, you can substitute it with beef fat or shartos, which is similar to ghee, and rice. There are multiple variations to sutete, but the main sutete is common in households in Mongolia, especially for many nomad families. My maternal great-grandmother is from Hovdamek, which is on the western side of Mongolia, so our sutete is on the saltier side. While my maternal great-grandfather is from Umungavamek, which is in the Gobi Desert, where they utilize less salt in food because they're in the desert. Tea culture is pretty big in Mongolia. When you visit a nomad family, they'll always offer you sutete, and nomad families drink sutete as a means to hydrate more than water. If you're offered water, it's actually pretty disrespectful, so you'll always find sutete no matter where you go.
It's interesting. I mean, I guess, honestly, it kind of, to me, just tastes like black tea with that kind of richness that ghee has. I think the rice is a really cool concept. Like, why not put a little bit of rice in your tea? Honestly, it gives you a little bit of a snack in there. I love the world. I love learning about new things that just make you realize that you're not at the center of it, you know?
Hi, Beryl. This is Giselle Gonzalez. I am a born and raised New Yorker, currently living in New Mexico. The dish that I'd like to share with you and your viewers is arroz con caramale, rice, cuttlefish, and its ink. This dish takes me way back. When I was a kid, my mom would make it. We'll poke fun at it because the ink would turn the rice black. It has a wonderful seafoody flavor. I would usually serve it alongside sweet plantains and black beans together. It's a wonderful, wonderful combination. The types of tinned fish that we would use would either be Goya or Iberia, and it's just always been a staple in our home.
That tastes like restaurant rice. That is really, really good. The flavor of this is so balanced, and the texture of the squid with the rice, I'm not over this rice, like not even a little bit. I hope you found a little bit of inspiration. All of the dishes we talked about are in the description, and until next week, I'm leaving you with our toast compendium and our egg compendium to keep you inspired.